Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. Um, you're here to get the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. You would act like you would think I've never said that before in my life, the way that came out, but
You know it at this point. I'm still figuring it out, so better than me.
Look, I did love your intro on the other video. You're like, I will figure out this intro, but today won't be the day. And I was
I can tell it to myself so many times before we start, and then the minute starts, like, I've never heard it before.
well, it is. I got some water. It's almost gone now, but I have my most important thing, and that is my cup mug. Period. And you can get your cup mug at lanachecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. It doesn't matter where your destination X is. We'll get it to you. So get your cup mug, period. Unless you're in Brazil, because they're doing weird stuff with stuff. I don't know what's happening with Brazil, but everywhere else, you get your cup mugs. Per.
And hello, my name is Jack. I am the game designer of the panel, and I mean, I'm just here to go through Germany, go through the Black Forest, go into a gingerbread house, not get cooked into a random pie, and then figure out where I am. So, totally normal day.
I'm here for Oktoberfest. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't drink beer,
Me
so.
either. I just want to eat the pretzels.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, in that sense, pretzels, sausage, I'm there.
Pretzel sausage, give me that. But the beer, you can keep it. I'm all good. But we are here talking Destination X, episode 5. Yo, we are at episode 5. We're moving, we're grooving. And I'm excited to talk about it. I'm still excited about the show. I'm still sad. Jack, you still sad?
I am very sad. It's been a very entertaining ride so far.
So I'm excited. So we're gonna get into all of that. But before we do, we want you to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't subscribed to this channel already, we appreciate. If you have done it, we appreciate you. If you haven't, what are you waiting for? It takes a half a second. Just hit the button right down there, hit the subscribe button, and help us get to our mission of 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. We are really trying to get to this point because a lot of things open up here on YouTube if you get to 1,000 subscribers, and we want to get there. So help us out, get there so we can give you the best content that we can give you. So help us out. Subscribe to this channel. Share with your friends. Let them know that this is the place to get all things competitive reality television because we talk about a lot of stuff here. We got the Snake, we got Destination X, we got Big Brother coming up, we got all Love Island UK and USA. We got a lot of stuff. Survivor's coming. We got a lot of stuff coming your way.
Oh my
So
god, so
Project
much.
Runway is coming. We are doing a new season of Project Runway at the end of next month, and we're gonna do it not a refill. We're gonna actually cover a new season of Project Runway. So a lot of exciting things are coming, and we appreciate all of you who support us. But we really ask that if you know anybody who does it, lead them our way. And you can follow all of our other channels at the Cup Pod, at the Cup ESC, and at the Cup Ringside. If you are interested in any of those other great channels that we have, check it out, follow it, do all the things. Follow us on our audio podcast link. That link is also in the description below. Our audio podcast listeners, you are doing it. The numbers are rising. We are very thankful and grateful for you all for listening to us on the go. So we appreciate you. And join our Patreon. It is up and popping and jumping and got a lot of stuff in there and plans of things to go in there. So join our Patreon. Not me getting the hiccups right now. Okay.
uh,
Wild. But yeah, do all the things to support us. Jack, talk about this next week so I can get rid of hiccups.
so, we start this lovely little episode after. And of course, my brain is short circuiting on the last possible moment
Ties exit.
after Ty exits the bus after being completely misled last episode. Everyone is now kind of looking as to where they can form alliances and information as the game gets a lot more tight, and there's going to be naturally a lot less people in the map room, so you need to have a much stronger game plan. We have a kind of Rick, Peter, Janae on one side. We have Biggie, Shane, Allie, and Mac on the other. And then we have Kim alone for some reason.
All by herself. All by herself. She wanted to be. And that's what she wanted to be. She was like,
For some reason.
that's what she wanted to be. And I'm like, okay. If that's where you want to be, then that's where you want to be. But Kim, we see they were talking about, like, I didn't like this beginning when they were talking dismissively talking about Ty, like she had to go. And I was like, wasn't she just y'all?
Why?
Why are we doing that? Like, it just felt weird to me.
I guess the idea behind it for them was Ty very publicly lied to us. Maybe she was from what we know from Ty, she was also trying to join the Peter and Janae coalition and like make an alliance with them. So maybe we just didn't see that, and that's why Ty had to go. Or maybe it was just an easy target that wasn't the four of them.
Maybe. But they were just like, Ty went against us. Ty had to go. Good riddance. Like Allie said, good riddance. And I was like, I thought that was your girl. Like, hmm,
Apparently not.
interesting. Apparently not. And Janae was like, I know now not to cross y'all. So 'cause that's how y'all talk about your friends. Ooh, okay. Interesting. But we see they are on the bus, they traveling. Jeffrey comes up and lets them know that they're going to they're in the next place, almost to Destination X, and we're gonna have a challenge coming up soon. They're gonna get off the bus, but they don't have to take their goggles this time. And they're
And
like,
instead,
yay,
they go on a train?
go on a
Because why
train.
not?
Right. They get off the bus, they walk through the forest to the train tracks, and they get on a train. They had to split up in groups though first, and they were like, he says, get pick your partner and number yourself one or two. Everybody picks one or two, and then they find out that they didn't pick a partner; they picked a team. And I was like, oh, okay, okay, Jeffrey, I see you.
Interesting.
I see you, Jeffrey. You are slick. You are slick.
I will note that specifically Peter, Janae, and Rick did plan this out strategically, at least through the first step of let's not work together to give ourselves the maximum chance of actually strategizing this out.
Hmm.
And they hit pretty damn well here.
Yeah.
They're not together on the original pairs, and then Rick is here, Janae and Peter on the other as half. So
Right.
realistically, they're getting the information no matter what.
No matter what happens. And so they get on the train, find out what the challenge is, which is they will get um, in this luggage that was above the train, there was all these pieces of things, different things in the luggage. They had to match up what city all of these items came from. And it was a lot of different cities that they, had to match up, and they had to figure out which city goes with what, what item. And so Biggie, Shane, Mac, and Rick, they're like, okay, let's figure this out. And you only had like certain amount, like 2 minutes. I think it was 2 minutes each round to figure it out. And if you get to figure it out, you'll get a clue. The winner of the clue will get the real clue of where they're headed or where they're, where they're going. And then the other team who didn't win will get a red herring clue. So they would not know where they're going. Um, we see Mac, like I said, Mac, Biggie, Shane, and Rick going for it. They're going for it. They grabbing the luggage. They pulling things out. They putting stuff on in the trays where they think it belongs. And on the other side, we see Peter, Janae, Kim, and Allie start pulling stuff out. And Peter's like, why don't we just throw this challenge? Because we will know that we get all the wrong answers and they will get all the right answers so we can get we if we need to try to maybe get information, we'll know all our information is wrong and all their information is right, but they won't know that all of our information is wrong or and I was like, that works out great for you, Peter, because you have someone on the other side willing to give the information. That works out for you and Janae. And it also works out for Allie because Shane is over there as well, getting all the right information if they are sharing all the right information. And so
This logically, honestly, does not make any sense.
no.
For anyone to agree to, this makes zero logical sense. As even before we really get to this challenge, people have clocked they're in Germany.
Mhm.
Like before anything else happens,
Yes.
everyone already knows they're in Germany. It's just determining what part. But everyone also knows they're going south. So the info from this challenge doesn't matter.
Right. We got people talking about the sun. We know which way the sun is headed, so we know we're going south. We know we're going, which way. And if we go east, we know which we're going this way. It's just like a lot of we already know where we were. I think when they went to Amsterdam, it was like, well, we know exactly where we're headed next because we know where we're going.
It's like there's literally two places that you can go.
Right.
So, like, this is not an impossible thing to clock.
Right. It wasn't impossible, and they found it out. They knew where they were. They just need to know which city they were going to and which city they were headed towards. But I don't know if I was Allie or Kim, if I would agree to this. We're gonna get all of them wrong to get the wrong answers and then try to get the information from somebody else, especially Kim, being that she doesn't have anybody. She says it herself, she works alone.
Ugh,
So I'm like,
it's why
I'm
it
so
just.
confused.
I honestly think what happened is obviously Janae and Peter are presenting this information as let's do this because it's a good strategy. Already, that's half of the team.
Hmm.
Allie realizes that she can essentially do the same thing and agrees, and at that point, it is Kim versus the other team, meaning basically no matter what, they're already going to receive the wrong information.
Right.
So I feel like Kim was simply just outnumbered in this strategic decision.
Yeah, that makes sense. But they do that. They don't get anything right. The other team gets a lot of it right. They get 6 out of the 9 correct. Um, so they get the first clue. Then they get 6 out of 9 right again for the second round. So they get the second clue. And for the third round, you had to get all of them correct in order to get the big clue, which is a seat in the Stone train car so you could see outside and you could see exactly where you were. You could see where where you were headed, what it was, if you knew the biggest clue. And so they were back and forth on which ones to switch, ones was get right, blah blah blah. They still ended up with 6 out of 9 right. So
Yeah.
they did not get to go to the dome.
Which just would have told them essentially Oktoberfest, which by looking around the second location you could have clocked naturally. So once again, this mission is basically pointless.
Oh man. So after the train challenge, everybody gets back on the bus. We see Rick, Peter, and Janae talking about what they got, and they tell Rick, of course, tells them the clues of Stratford and Frankfurt. Strat,
Yes, Frankfurt going down to Stratford.
right. And so they're like, okay, well, we're now, if we go, continue to go, if we go east tomorrow, we know where we're going. We're going to Munich. If we go, we'll go south, we'll figure out where we're going. It's something else. And they were like, we'll figure that out.
Austria, more than
Austria,
likely, because
yeah,
they've already been to Switzerland.
right. So they do. They're figuring it out. The other team, the other group is like, we know something is happening. We know they know. And Allie mentions to Shane about Peter. They have a whole conversation about moral compass. This conversation was so pointless, but okay.
It's so just like great. Peter has figured out how to lie in a social strategic game.
Yeah, literally it. And Peter's like, there's no moral compass in games. You just play the game and, you know, do it's just a game. It's nothing personal. And Allie is like, oh, but my moral compass won't let me do certain things. I'm not going to lie. And he was like, are you going to tell Shane what we did? She was like, I don't, not gonna keep anything from him. And I was
Is
just
that a
like,
yes or a no?
right, like stop beating around the bush and say, are you or are you not going to not tell Shane, or are you just going to blab it and tell it anyway? And she's just like, "Ah, I'm not gonna say it again." I'm like, girl, she gonna tell him. Of course she's
No,
gonna
she's gonna
tell him.
immediately tell him. Are you kidding?
Are we kidding?
Like,
No.
uh,
But then she was going back and forth with them, talking about her moral compass and how she's not going to do things in games, and it's not that deep and blah blah blah.
wow, if only we had a game coming up that could directly test if you're gonna lie to people.
Oh, Jack, guess what? There is a game that's going to
Oh
test.
my god!
It's called Basket Claims.
I love it here!
And what do we think, boys and girls? Do we think Allie's going to lie in this situation, or is she going to always tell the truth because her moral compass directs her to?
Foreshadowing sometimes is very obvious.
Mm. Jesus Christ.
I love it here because it just it like it's perfectly set up to where obviously this is going to come crashing down, but
Oh,
like we just need an episode to build it up. So at least next episode we will have hell to pay because we will perfectly have two sides.
mm-hmm. But let's get into this challenge because everybody sits and gets the basket, and there's contents in these baskets, clues, if you will. We have a magic mirror, we have poisonous apples, and we have cookies. All fairy tale tales of all of these places. We have this nice big cottage behind them, a cottage where, people
Spewing pink
pink.
smoke for some reason. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know why that was relevant. I don't think that's ever explained beyond gingerbread fairy tale.
Yeah, yeah. I think it was just the fairy tale of it all. Like only fairy tales will have pink smoke. Um, I don't know. But we go, everybody has their baskets, they're looking at their baskets, and then they have to decide if they're going to, lie or be honest about what's in their baskets. So Rick goes first. Rick says he has a magic mirror in his pot in his basket. Allie says she has cookies in her basket. Mac says she has a magic mirror in her basket. Biggie also says he has a magic mirror. There's only two magic mirrors in the game. So
Whoops.
sorry for the balloons, but there's only two magic mirrors in the game. But so far, three people have said they had a magic mirror. Um, Kim says she has a poisonous apple. Peter also says he has a poisonous apple. Shane says he has cookies, and Janae says she has a magic mirror. But all in all those things, Rick said he has a magic mirror, but he actually has a poisonous apple. Um, Allie says she has cookies. She actually has a poisonous apple. Wait a minute.
Wait, hold on. That's not the truth.
What happened to the moral? Did her moral compass break?
She was just. She saw cookies and no, but it's an apple. She got poisoned, so her moral compass broke.
Did she lose it? Oh my gosh. Something happened to the moral compass because she had cookies. But
Hmm.
she said cookies, but she had a poisonous apple. Max says she had a magic mirror, and she had a magic mirror. Biggie says he had a magic mirror. He actually had cookies. Kim had a poisonous apple and actually had a poisonous apple. Peter says he had a poisonous apple. He actually had cookies. Shane said he had cookies. He actually had cookies. And Janae says she had a magic mirror, and she actually had a magic mirror. It's interesting the two people with magic mirrors didn't lie about having magic mirrors.
Probably
Interesting.
because it's such an insane. It's a weird thing to claim as like, oh yeah, the magic mirrors are good. That people wouldn't publicly claim them
Right,
versus the other people trying to get their stuff stolen are also claiming magic mirrors because it's like, yeah, no, just take my thing. It's okay.
right. But then we see that Mac keeps her basket because she has a magic mirror. Shane keeps his basket, although he just had cookies. But no power in the cookies. There's power with the mirror, and then the poisonous apples is your poison, and you're going to the map room. Janae keeps her basket because she has a magic mirror. Allie swaps her basket with Rick. They both have poisonous apples, but they just swap back and forth. Peter keeps his basket because he has cookies. Kim keeps her basket when she had poisonous apples, but she was like, I'm going to keep it, knowing somebody's going to say, if you have a poisonous apple, you say you have a poisonous apple, why would you keep the poisonous apple? She must have the magic mirror.
Which I will say, really good double bluff.
Absolutely.
That's a perfect double bluff.
Really good. I was like, okay, Kim, I'll give you your sevens for that. I will give you your sevens for that because it was good. Biggie keeps his basket and Rick swaps his basket with Kim. Keep up here now, everybody. Rick had a poisonous apple. Allie takes Rick's basket, which was a poisonous apple, and gives Rick a poisonous apple. And then Rick swaps the basket with Kim, who had a poisonous apple, and he just gets another poisonous apple.
So nothing changes. Everyone basically gets the contents of their basket that they sat down with. Nothing
He,
happens.
nothing happens. So Rick is poison taken from Kim. Allie is poison taken from Rick. And Kim is poison given by Rick. So they're all going to the map room automatically. Mac has the magic mirror and Janae has the magic mirror. So they get a treat. And Biggie, Peter, and Shane all have cookies to eat. Good on them.
And good for them.
Good on them. Eat the cookies. Eat the cookies. So we do find out what the power is behind this magic mirror, and it's revealed by Heidi Klum.
This is honestly the most surprising thing of like, wait, no, is that actually Heidi Klum? Like, oh my god, she's talking. No, this is something where they didn't just grab a random image from like Getty Images. No, she's here.
She's actually here and recorded a voiceover for this and did it and used her likeness. But they have the power to send another player into the map room. And then wait, They had to follow the breadcrumbs. Wonder what other fairy tale that was.
Mm.
But so that is their power. They get to send someone to the map room. So it will be a total of 5 people total going into the map room this time. Um, we get on the bus and I don't know. Kim is still just being a loner. She don't want to talk to nobody. She don't want to share nothing with nobody.
It's so weird because Kim this entire time is like, you know what? I'm just gonna play this game on my own. I know what I'm doing. I don't feel like swapping any information with anyone.
She's never begged before, and she wasn't gonna beg now.
Okay, but like, are you not gonna play the game? Like, are you gonna just give? It's not giving up in a sense because she essentially clocks from the basket swap location that, oh, okay, we're talking about Oktoberfest. And we're going to the place that likely has Oktoberfest. All I need to do is lock down where that is.
Right.
And we'll get to it at the very end, but there's literally something where it's like, if you talk to people slightly, you would not have this issue.
Right. If you opened up a little bit, people probably would have gave you information because they're not trying to see you get out of this game. They have other targets that they want out. So if you talk to people, it won't be you. But
Crazy concept.
crazy, crazy.
Crazy concept.
So we do get to Destination X, and Peter, Shane, Kim, Allie, and Rick all have to go into the map room because Matt gave Peter her magic mirror to go, and Janae gave Shane their magic mirror to go. So they're all going into the map room. Oh, I keep forgetting to use these banners for this show. I
I
do.
forgot. I literally forgot until like we got through all of them, and I went, "Wait a second. Let me
I
just click the button once."
I always forget. But they all go into the map room to place their X on Destination X or where they were. Everybody puts their down, and Jeffrey comes back in on the bus after everybody has placed their X, and he says that the person who is getting off my bus is Kim. Kim's gone.
Oh my god.
Kim's
So Kim places her ex in Frankfurt.
Frankfurt.
Just to be clear, from the train challenge, we know that they left Frankfurt and
Frankfurt.
went more south.
To
Meaning that no matter what, Kim is just dead wrong.
no one she did, and because she didn't talk to anybody to know that they already left Frankfurt and went to Stuttgart. Like
I.
she just didn't talk to anybody. It was like, I'm gonna do this all by myself. I only say I'm gonna do stuff by myself if I'm knowledgeable in the things I'm about to do. She was not knowledgeable about where she was. All she knew was she was in Germany. That's
and
all she knew.
and she was like, "It's we're doing Oktoberfest. That is in well, I have a bunch of choices for the city it's in, but I'm not sure where it is."
Right.
I will say we also have Allie and Shane both choosing Stuttgart,
Yep.
which is the other city that was traveled down through, meaning
Which
that they thought they stopped moving after that, and that the first challenge of the day gave them Destination X and they didn't even realize, which is potentially even a weirder thing given information to say, yeah, it's probably there.
But the fact that Shane was on the team that got the information and he heard Stuttgart, to think we're still in Stuttgart is kind of nuts when you've been traveling and on the bus and going. Like, how big you think Stuttgart is?
It's like, did you think he went in a circle the whole day? Like, and then ended up back in Stuttgart? Literally, the only person who makes any sense here are Rick and Peter, who picked
Yep.
Munich because they went south on day one and east on day
East on day
two.
two. Like, I,
I mean, at this point, literally, this is a game for Peter and Rick to lose. I
yep,
genuinely, unless they are intentionally misled, do not see how they are not finalists.
absolutely. Absolutely agree with you 100% on that. Um, I was just blown away by the fact that she just didn't ask. She just didn't talk to anybody. She didn't talk to anybody about anything. It's just, it was weird.
And the weird thing is, she leaves the bus, and the other people start fighting, completely ignoring her. They're like, yeah, so Peter, you were like this big moral compass argument, and like, it's crazy that you're willing to lie and not be out front. And Peter just looks at Allie and goes, you literally lied in the last mission. I don't know what you want. Like,
Shane talking
it,
about payback. I'm like, payback?
it
Payback for what? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand what he was talking about. I'm like, Shane, what are you talking about? You trying to be big and tough and stand up for your woman, and you don't even know what you're standing up for.
It's incredible. It genuinely is incredible what kind of lengths this cast is willing to go to in order to not take accountability for this being a game inherently about deception. Which, just to be clear, the entire elimination before this was based on deceiving Ty to make sure Biggie didn't go home.
And you, Allie, was participating in the deceit and knowingly. And now you want to act like your moral compass is so big that you. I'm flat. They are gaslighting us as viewers because now I'm like, wait, what? So
Uh,
I feel some type of way about this. Like,
The it
no.
I mean, I'm very interested because now we very much have two sides. We
Yep.
have Rick, Peter, Janae versus Ali, Shane, Mac, and Biggie. The
Yep.
only issue is that Rick and Peter are significantly better at this game than basically everyone else. So Janae will be fine because if Janae is confused at all, Rick and Shane will help.
Uh huh.
Rick and Peter will help. It just is groupthink versus people who are like very specially trained for this. So I have a bet on who probably is going to win this war of attrition,
Mm-hmm.
and
Out.
it's not close. It really isn't
No.
close.
No. Janae is perfectly fine letting the boys figure out everything and then her coming in getting the answers and figuring it out. Um, until she doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I think but you know what I also think? I feel like maybe when it gets too down to it, somebody go defect from that little trio, that group over there. And I think it's gonna be Mac.
Yes. Because Mac has already told us she's willing to work with Allie and then eventually burn her if need be
Mm-hmm.
in order to survive. So yeah, no, Mac will absolutely do it.
Mm-hmm. And the previews that we got for next week was kind of just not really anything. Like they didn't show much, but I don't know. It wasn't much, but we're gonna be back next week to talk all about it because honestly, I just want to see how the fight go break out, or if we go continue from this fight, or how we gonna start off the next episode.
Maybe someone will fracture. Like, I could definitely see the group of four fracturing in a weird way, someone making a side deal to survive, something like that. So,
Something
we
like
shall
that.
see.
We shall see, and we will be back next week to talk all about it. But we again thank you so much for joining us in this time where we talk Destination X. Come back next week so we can talk more about it. Follow us on this channel. Please subscribe. Help us reach our mission of 1,000 new subscribers by the end of the year. Um, Follow us on all of our channels to help reach all the channels to that new mission. Follow us on our audio podcast links, our Patreon. Follow us on all of our socials at the Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky. Follow Jack and I if you want. It's down there. And get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And we're gonna get out of here because we got stuff to do. So if you don't have nothing to do, click on another video. We are going to go make more videos. So thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. Bye.